Welcome to the CVP Clavinova. This is my favorite Clavinova. Whether you're a beginning student or a professional, it's really hard to believe that the same instrument can be so satisfying to those two extremes. A very famous Broadway composer said specifically of the CVP that it changed his life. He said it was almost like one-stop shopping. All of these functions, sounds, and everything allowed him to realize his music better than sitting at a regular acoustic piano. And yet my father, follows the lights. Lights showed him which notes to play, and if he didn't play the right note, it waited until he did. Now, normally when I do a CVP video, I would start off the first 25% of the time talking about how the CVP is first and foremost a piano and how it's like a piano. It looks like a piano, it sounds like a piano, it feels like a piano. Well, I'm not going to do that here because I just got done doing that in the CLP overview video for the piano guys on this website. Everything I say about how a Clavinova is like an acoustic piano applies to the CVP, so please check it out. Let's talk about the CVP. There are 4 models of CVP. There are 3 upright models. This is the top of the line of the upright models, and there's one grand version that's really great to see. The next 8 things that I'm going to tell you about are, sometimes we'd say, well, Craig, I just want to focus on the piano. I'm not really interested in those bells and whistles. And I'm just going to say, if they were just bells and whistles, I wouldn't want them either. The things that you're going to see are going to be very appealing both to beginners who are learning to play the piano and want to make it more fun, and advanced players who are doing multi-track recording with scoring and the whole bit. Keep an open mind and let's get started. First and foremost, let's press the piano selection room. And with one touch of a button, the panel goes blank and we're focused on the piano here. Look at this. I've got a CFX, Yamaha's premier handmade piano. Let's put the lid down and it sort of mellows it up a little bit. It's got a touch screen built right into it, which is sort of nice. You know what? I feel like I want a Bösendorfer. Put the lid up. Listen to the sound. It's a more European sound. Wow. Bösendorfer only makes 300 pianos a year. It's amazing to think that you're getting a high-resolution, high-definition recording of one of those 300 pianos. Right next to it is the C7. You know what? This is the most recorded piano in the world. Why is it the most recorded piano? Well, it's found in more recording studios than any other piano. In the 70s and the 80s, it was a workhorse. It was considered to be so stable that you could find it in almost every recording studio. And right next to it is the U1, probably the most popular piano in the world. This song was probably played on this piano more than any other piano. It's because piano teachers, piano students, there are people who walk into Yamaha stores saying, I want to buy one of these with the name of the piano right on it there. So the piano room is just a really great place to be able to go in and just focus on the piano sounds. When you come out of the piano room, then we can go through other sounds besides piano. For example, announcing 25% of all the musical instruments made in this world are made by Yamaha, the largest music manufacturer. If they make that instrument, it's in this Clavinova. If you select guitar, it's a Yamaha guitar. If you select flute, it's a Yamaha flute. If you select a clarinet, I think you get the point. Check out these other sounds. So realistic. Even the slides. You can tap the guitar. How about the flute? Notice you can hear the breath. If you hit it harder, you get the overblow. It's so realistic, I get spit all over. No, I'm just kidding. How about a clarinet? This is a Yamaha clarinet. So much fun. That's a super articulation voice that does a glissando automatically. So many other sounds. I mean, there are thousands of different sounds in here. There's even a choir. We can sample people. could spend an hour just on that. Let's focus now on education. So all of these different pianos, all of these different voices, now we're talking about learning. You want to learn how to play the piano? This has a piano tutor built right in. Turn on the score. I've got a song here. Let's do Minuet. Here's the music. When I get to the end of the page, I can take my finger, swipe the music, and there, it's like having an iPad built right in, a touch screen built right in. But let's do something here. If you're learning this song, you might turn on the metronome. So turn on the built-in metronome. How many people like playing along with a metronome? Probably not too many, but how would you like to play along with this? It's still metronomic, all right? But now I'm going to play it in timing. But it's a tutor because watch what happens when I play a wrong note. Uh-oh, I play a wrong note. You look in the score, it shows you with the little red dot which note I missed. If you hit the correct note, it'll then continue. If you want, you could learn the left hand while it's playing the right hand. It's pretty amazing that we've got this built-in tutor that shows you which note you missed. Now, by the way, if I don't know where that note is on the keyboard, if you look carefully, there's a little light that shows you. It's like having a teacher say, Craig, this is the note that you missed. That's why we call it a built-in teacher. This is sort of like YouTube learning on steroids. On YouTube, all you can do is try to match up things which you see on the screen. This is bringing that teacher next to you on the bench and showing you which note you missed. Pretty crazy stuff. You can also learn how to play chords on a CVP. Chords, what do I mean by chords? Well, when I got started, I played a lot in jazz organ, and instead of reading the right hand, which I did, and reading the left hand, I learned chords in the left hand, like a C chord, like a G chord. Check out what happens when I simply play a C chord on a CVP. Look carefully in the screen. I'm going to build the band, a very famous band. This is John Lennon playing the guitar. Let's invite Paul McCartney to start playing bass. Let's invite George Harrison to play electric guitar. Building the band. And of course there's Ringo. And we hit the ending. Learning how to play chords with the CVP. Ringo's always late there. Learning how to play chords with the CVP is also very easy. If you go into menu, there's a thing here called Chord Tutor. It'll show you how to play those chords with the lights. How do I play an F chord? It shows me with the lights. How to play a G chord? It shows me with the lights. Again, it's all absolutely built right in. Now, what about a little more advanced feature? Let's say you want to play something. I'm going to hit record, and I want to see the sheet music. Do you know that built into this instrument is the ability for me to play something? How about I go... When I'm done, I'm just going to hit stop and hit play again and check this out. It took everything that I played and it notated it right on the music. Could you imagine if Bach or Beethoven had had something like this, where you play it and it shows you the sheet music? People always ask, can you print that out? You save this file on a little thumb drive, bring it to a computer and use a music notation program, and yes, you could absolutely print it out. The next feature I want to point out involves this thing called a microphone. That was MIDI recording, where it was recording keystrokes. But what about your voice? If you hit record, we can also do what we call audio recording. It records my voice. I could play along with it if I want. Are you telling me, Craig, that it'll merge my voice with the playing? And the answer is yes. It records what you play on the piano, merges your voice. It records my voice. I can play along with it if I want. Are you telling me, Craig, that it'll merge my voice with the playing? I was telling you that, Craig. And with that microphone, we have a thing called kooky karaoke, where you can sing like,
Barry White. Oh yeah, baby. I love my Clavinova.
So you got a Clavinova, huh, Barry?
Oh yeah.
You sound really good.
Oh yeah.
We have a lot of fun with this because you can sing like the Munchkins, you can sing like the Chipmunks. We even have Andrea Bocelli, since I'm coming near the end of my video, turn on the lyrics in the screen. It shows you when to sing those lyrics because it's
Time to say goodbye arises.
Now what's it doing? It's correcting my pitch, it's harmonizing my voice at times, and it even adds the vibrato. Crazy, huh?
With you, I will go.
All right, enough of the silliness. Now you know why I like the Clavinova CVP so much. And finally, the pièce de résistance in this demonstration is a technology that I developed for Yamaha almost 2 decades ago. It's called follow lights. Lights show you which notes to play, and if you don't play the right note, it waits until you do. A little bit different than the tutor I was showing you earlier, because this just is for someone who has no music experience at all. Press the play button. In this case, I've got a little bit of Jurassic Park going here. It's waiting for the first step of the dinosaur, and when I see that light, what's nice about these files is there's no tempo to them. That way you don't really have to count. And when you're first learning how to play, everything's rubato based. 2 notes in a row, and then they build very quickly. Even more. 2 notes in a row, 2 notes in a row, dinosaur, here we go. I tell you, I have had people cry because I had one lady once tell me, she said, Craig, you just gave me an experience that makes me feel like I might understand what it would be like to be able to play the piano. With the incredible sound system, with all of the incredible sounds, it really does create a nice effect. And to play us out, I've loaded 1,000 Years, one of the Piano Guy's most popular videos, 229 million views. Check this out. The light shows you which notes to play, and you sound like John Schmidt. Thank you so much for listening to my demonstration on the CVP. It's the ultimate creative experience. There's truly nothing like anything you've seen before. Here we go.